A very good morning to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, St. Xavier's University, Kolkata, Reverend Father Dr. John Felix Raj, Controller of Examination Dr. Indrakanta Moitro, Finance Officer Reverend Father Joseph Raj, Fathers, Sisters, faculty members. এবং আমাদের মধ্যে উপস্থিত আছেন বিশ্বভারতীর বিশিষ্ট অতিথিগণ ও বোলপুরের পল্লীবাসী। আপনাদের সকলকে জানাই আমার আন্তরিক শুভেচ্ছা। On behalf of the Parasmani Center for Social Outreach, St. Xavier's University, Kolkata, I extend a warm and graceful welcome to each one of you present here for the 5th Christmas Lecture 2025. May I now request Honorable VC, Reverend Father Dr. John Felix Raj, Reverend Father Joseph Raj, Dr. Indrakanta Moitro, Dr. Shomashur, Professor Prabhat Datta, Mr. Ghosh, to light the auspicious lamp. Father Moldin, to join, please. May we request Sister Antonina. Thank you.
Yes, Father. Please stand for a group photo. Come on, sir. Small. Thank you, Father.
Today, we have come together not only to celebrate the spirit of Christmas, but also to reflect on the timeless legacy of Mother Teresa, whose life continues to remind us that love is the greatest of all gifts. It is my pleasure to invite Mr. Priyam Mukherjee, Mr. Ankon Roy, Mrs. Rita Bhattacharya, and Mr. Agnik Mukherjee to present a Rabindra Sangit that will carry us to a spirit of peace, devotion, and reflection in the abode of Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore.
জীবন পূর্ণ পরশমণির এখানে এসে আমরা নিজেদেরকে ধন্য মনে করছি। আমরা পরপর বেশ কয়েক বছর ধরে এখানে আসার সুযোগ পাচ্ছি। সেই সংযোগের সেতুবন্ধ রচনা করেছিলেন আমাদের খুব প্রিয় অংশুদা আজকে আসেননি, বৌদি এসছেন। তো অংশুদা আমাদের বলেছিলেন এখানে স্নেহাশিসদা আমাদের বলেছিলেন এখানে আসার জন্যে। স্নেহাশিসদা খুব চেয়েছিলেন যে আমরা এখানে এটার সাথে যুক্ত হই, এবং পরবর্তীকালে আমাদের যে প্রতিষ্ঠান এলমার্স ইনস্টিটিউট অফ কমিউনিটি স্টাডিজ, তার সাথেও ইউনিভার্সিটির একটা সংযোগ স্থাপন হয় ফাদারের ইচ্ছায় এবং তাদের আশীর্বাদে। রবীন্দ্রনাথের যে কর্মেরই পুণ্যভূমি শান্তিনিকেতন, এই শান্তিনিকেতনের সাথে যীশু খ্রিস্টের সংযোগ অন্তরে। রবীন্দ্রনাথ শৈশব থেকে যিশুর যে বাণী, তার যে যিশুর যে বাণী, যিশুর যে আদর্শ, তার যে ক্ষমা সেবার আদর্শ, সেটাকে অন্তরে ধারণ করেছিলেন। শান্তিনিকেতন আশ্রমে 1910 সালে প্রথম খ্রিস্টোৎসব শুরু হয়, এবং এখানকার খ্রিস্টোৎসবে অবশ্যই সেখানে একটা বিশ্বমৈত্রীর সংযোগ তৈরি হয়েছিল। যখন থেকে শুরু হয়েছে আজ পর্যন্ত সেটা হয়ে চলেছে। যিশুর প্রতি রবীন্দ্রনাথের যে শ্রদ্ধা, তার অন্তরের যে ভালোবাসা, সেটা বারবার প্রকাশ পেয়েছে তার বিভিন্ন গানে, সাহিত্যে, বিভিন্ন আলোচনায়, বিভিন্ন লেখায়। ফলে শান্তিনিকেতনের সাথে, এই শান্তিনিকেতনের মাটিতেই পরশমণির অবস্থান একটি খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিষয় বলে আমরা সকলে মনে করি। মাদারের সাথে আমার একটা ব্যক্তিগত সংযোগের স্মৃতি এখানে একটু ভাগ করে নিচ্ছি। মিশনারিজ অফ চ্যারিটি যখন প্রথম এখানে পূর্বপল্লীতে একটি বাড়িতে একটি কেন্দ্র করার কথা ভেবেছিল, মাদার এসেছিলেন। আমরা তখন খুব ছোট ছোট পাঠভবনের ছাত্র, আমরা ওখানে গান গিয়েছিলাম মাদারের সামনে। তো সেটা একটা অন্য অনুভূতি, ওই স্মৃতি কোনোদিন আমাদের কারোরই ভিতর থেকে যাবে না। মাদেরকে আমরা পায়ে হাত দিয়ে প্রণাম করতে পেরেছি, এই বিরাট প্রাপ্তি একটা। আজকে যে বিষয়, সেই বিষয়ে যেমন মাদারের কাজকর্ম আছে, তার সাথে অবশ্যই যীশুখ্রিস্ট আসবেন ফিরে ফিরে, ঘুরে ঘুরে। তাই জন্য আজকে আমরা এই বড়দিনের প্রাক্কালে এবং নতুন বছর আসার প্রাক্কালে এখানে আশ্রমে খ্রিস্টোৎসবে যে যে ধরনের গান হয়, সেই ধরনের কিছু গান বেছেছি। আমরা শুনতে একটু সেই গান কয়েকটি শোনাচ্ছি আপনাদের।
Oh
ঠিক যারা মেরেছিল তার গিয়ে রাজানো দোহাই দিয়ে এ যুগে তারাই জন্ম নিয়েছে আজি মন্দিরে তারা এসেছে ভক্ত সাজিয়ে এ যুগে তারাই জন্ম নিয়েছে আজি মন্দির তারা এসেছে ভক্ত সাজিয়ে ঘাতক সৈন্যে ডাকি মারো মারো ওঠে হাতে ঘাতক সৈন্যে ডাকি মারো মারো ওঠে হাতে গর্জনে সূর্যমন্ত্রের স্বর মানব পুত্র তীব্র ব্যথায় বহেন হে ঈশ্বর এ পাত্র নিরারুণ বিষে ভরা দূরে ফেলে দাও তরা একদিন যারা মেরেছিল তার গিয়ে রাজার দোহাই দিয়ে একদিন যারা মেরেছিল তার গিয়ে রাজার দোহাই দিয়ে ভাবে মনে দায়, তোমার ভাবনা কিছু নাই। এ যে তোমার সাথে সাথে ভাবে মনে দায়, তুমি মনন খুলে ওর অনন্ত প্রাণ সাগরে আনন্দে ভাসো। প্রাণের প্রদীপ জানে তুমি ধরায় আসো। আলোতে প্রাণের প্রদীপ জানে তুমি ধরায় আসো।
ধন্যবাদ। আমরা মুগ্ধ ও সমৃদ্ধ হলাম এই গান শুনে। At this moment, we would like to acknowledge the gracious presence of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Father Dr. John Felix Raj. May I invite Sisters of Missionaries of Charity, Mother Teresa, to felicitate Father Vice Chancellor. Before we enter into the central lecture, let us pause to remember the extraordinary woman whose life inspires today's theme, Mother Teresa, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, a philanthropist, a torchbearer of compassion, and a symbol of unshakable faith in humanity. Her work with the poorest of the poor transformed not only thousands of lives, but also the moral consciousness of the world. Her message was simple. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. We now come to the heart of today's program. With great honor and gratitude, may I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor to deliver the 5th Christmas lecture of 2025, titled Mother Teresa, a Hymn of Compassion and Love. Father, may I request you.
Thank you. Good morning and namaskar.
Good morning, Father.
Louder.
Good morning, Father.
That sounds better. আসুন আজকে এই অনুষ্ঠানটি সাধু ইগনেশিয়াসের ছোট্ট প্রার্থনা বলে আমরা শুরু করি। মুক্তি আমার, ইচ্ছা আমার, মানুষ আমার, শরণ আমার, লৌহ হে প্রভু, লৌহ আমার লৌহ, আমার গতি চালিত হো তোমার ইচ্ছা মতো, তোমার আদেশ করব পালন, করবে যখন যত, দাও হে তোমার প্রেম, তোমার আশীর্বাদ। Dear fathers, sisters, faculty members of St. Xavier's University and Vishwabharati University, well-wishers, friends, some scholars of this university, ladies and gentlemen, Today, we have assembled at this Parasmani residence to celebrate the life and legacy of a remarkable person who embodied the spirit of peace and compassion. You have the booklet of the lecture with you, which was distributed as you entered this campus. I have chosen the theme Mother Teresa, a hymn of compassion and love, as it is printed in the booklet. But actually, I wanted to give the title Hymn of the Universe with Compassion and Love. Why? Hymn of the Universe is a book written by the great philosopher, the great Jesuit, Dr. Teresa. And the essence of that book is this, that the universe keep singing a hymn. There are some who hear and listen to the hymn, and there are many who don't. If you tune yourself and you will listen to the hymn as the universe sings. And that was the greatest book that Father Dayadi Chadan wrote, besides other books. And so for us, this remarkable person is Mother Teresa, who is a hymn of the universe. She dedicated her life to serving the poor, the sick, and the marginalized. And because of his service, she received the Pope John 23rd Peace Prize in 1971. And for her efforts to promote peace and compassion in the world. This was one of her first papal awards given to her by Pope Paul VI. Further, her tireless efforts earned her global recognition, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Then the Indian government honored her with the Bharat Ratna Award in 1980. And the Reserve Bank of India honored her legacy by featuring her image on a rupee 5 coin. These were only, of course, among many, very few recognitions. But she had received hundreds of awards all over the world. Compassion in action. Let me share with you a powerful anecdote that showcases Mother Teresa's commitment to peace and compassion. According to her biography, Mother Teresa found a woman covered with maggots with only her face clean. Despite the woman's dire condition, Mother Teresa took her in and cared for her with love and compassion. As she nursed the woman back to some sense of dignity, the woman expressed gratitude and referred to her impending death as a beautiful passing, saying, "I have lived like an animal in the street, but I am now going to die like an angel, loved and cared for." This anecdote showcases Mother Teresa's unwavering commitment to serving the poorest of the poor and bringing peace to those in their need. This is in fact what we call the power of small acts. For Mother Teresa, her work was not just a calling, but a way of life. She considered herself a humble instrument in God's hand, a pencil that wrote letters of love and kindness to those in need. The profound humility and willingness to serve guided her tirelessly in her pursuit of peace and love. She was a teacher for excellence, and if there is one lesson she taught the world, that is compassion. All of you know about her early life. I don't need to, of course, narrate it to you. But she was born as Agnes Gonja Boyajiu on August 26, and I share her birthday in 1910, and she passed away at the age of 87 in 1997. When she left home in order to become a sister of the Loreto congregation, someone guided her to become a missionary in India. That's how she landed up at the age of 18. That's in 1929 in India. She completed her religious training in Darjeeling in 1931 and returned to Kolkata, it was known as Calcutta, to work as a teacher and later as a principal in one of the Loreto schools for girls in the city of Joy. During this period, she became increasingly disturbed by the poverty she witnessed outside her convent, which led to a profound shift in her life. And that's what we call a conversion. A call within a call. She was already called to be a sister of the Loreto congregation. But after this disturbance and inner conversion, she herself calls it as a call within a call, a turning point, which compelled her to serve the poorest of the poor. She left her teaching at Loreto School in 1948 and went on to establish the Missionaries of Charity congregation in 1950. A congregation dedicated to caring for the sick, the vulnerable members of the society. It's very interesting to note that right from the beginning of her new congregation, or even before she founded this congregation, the Jesuits were with her. Mother Teresa once said, "I will always have time for the Jesuits." This affinity was reciprocated when Jesuit Pope Francis declared her a saint on September 4, 2016. The connection between the Jesuits and Mother Teresa dates back to her days as a Loreto sister. The constitutions of Ignatius and his spiritual exercises significantly influenced the spirituality of the Loreto congregation, as well as the spirituality and life of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa often sought the Jesuits as preachers, spiritual directors, and confessors for herself and for her sisters. Several Jesuits from the province of Calcutta Jesuit province, including Archbishop Ferdinand Perrier and Cardinal Picacci, maintained very close contact ties with Mother Teresa. The two notable Jesuits who contributed to her growth, to her life, to her spirituality were Father Benexum, who often is called as the co-founder of the Missionaries of Charity, and Father Edward Lajoli, who wrote nearly about 30 books to popularize Mother Teresa's life, legacy and work. Let me touch upon the Nobel lecture of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa's work for peace was multifaceted and far-reaching. She delivered a powerful Nobel lecture on December the 11th, 1979 in Sweden, where she emphasized the importance of peace and the need to protect human life. In her lecture, she highlighted abortion as a significant destroyer of peace, describing it as a direct war, a direct killing, direct murder by the mother herself. She also emphasized the importance of love beginning at home and advocated for natural family planning, teaching people self-control out of love for each other. During Pope John Paul II's visit in 1986 to the City of Joy, Mother Teresa did accompany him in the open Pope Mobile. One notable anecdote is that Pope John Paul II held Mother Teresa in high esteem, often referring to her as a model of service and love. Their relationship was marked by mutual spiritual support and admiration. In fact, Mother Teresa received significant support from Pope John Paul II for her missionary work, and he granted her request for support and guidance. Their bond was rooted in their sharing of commitment to faith and serving the poor. As Mother Teresa often said, peace begins with a smile. This simple yet profound statement highlights the importance of spreading joy and kindness in our daily interactions with people. Her mission went beyond the confines of her congregation as she reached out to people of all faiths, backgrounds, and nationalities. During one of my own personal encounters with Mother Teresa, I visited her as a young scholastic while I was at St. Xavier's College for an interview at Mother House. Despite being informed that she was in a state of silence and contemplation, I requested the sister at the reception to notify Mother Teresa that a Jesuit from St. Xavier's College had arrived. Promptly, after a couple of minutes, she emerged with a warm smile, greeting me with the profound words, "I am meeting God in you. Your presence is not a disturbance to me. It is rather an inspiration." The interview that followed was enriching, leaving me with a sense of great joy and deep satisfaction. This encounter underscores Mother Teresa's remarkable ability to perceive the divine presence in every individual person, embodying her spirit as a contemplative in action. She was for me a hymn of the universe with compassion and love. Mother Teresa's path to peace was rooted in her deep spirituality. She once said, "The fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service. And the fruit of service is peace." One day in 1996, as a young priest, I took my parents to Mother House to meet Mother Teresa. She greeted them warmly expressing gratitude for their sacrifice in offering one of their sons to the priesthood. As a token of appreciation, she blessed them and gifted each of them a rosary. I was standing a few steps away from Mother Teresa, talking to another sister. She called me and she said, "Here is a rosary for you." As a young man, I said, "Mother, I don't say the rosary." Her gaze intensified as I said, "What kind of a priest are you? Don't you have devotion to Our Lady?" Before I could respond, she placed a rosary in my palm, her eyes burning with conviction. "Say the rosary from today and pray for the church and for the world." Her words, infused with a deep sense of purpose, resonated within me. From that moment on, I made it a point to pray the rosary every day. She was a promoter of peace. When asked about promoting world peace, Mother Teresa would often respond, "What can you do to promote world peace? Go home and love your family." This response highlights the importance of starting with small acts of love and kindness in our own families and communities. By doing so, we can create a ripple effect of peace that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. Mother Teresa's work was guided by her profound understanding of human interconnectedness. As she said, if we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. This reminder emphasizes the need for empathy, compassion, and mutual understanding in building a more peaceful world. As she often said, spread love wherever you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. This philosophy guided her interactions with everyone she met. She was a very courageous woman. She found strength in God. In September 1957, Mother Teresa and her missionaries of charity launched their mission to care for people affected by leprosy, establishing a mobile clinic to reach to those in need. By mid-60s, a permanent leper colony called Santinagar, a town of peace, was set up near Asansol, providing a safe haven for those ostracized by their families and society. As the missionaries of charity expanded their efforts, they operated multiple centers and mobile clinics, offering medical care and support to the leprosy patients. Mother Teresa also created a leprosy fund to educate people about the disease and combat the stigma surrounding it. Let me touch upon Mother Teresa's relationship with Jyoti Basu. We were just talking about Jyoti Basu this morning. Despite their ideological differences, Jyoti Basu shared a remarkable friendship with Mother Teresa. And it was rooted in their love for the poor. Jyoti Basu often described their relationship as we both share a love for the poor. He ensured that her requests were addressed promptly, allowing her to even interrupt cabinet meetings if needed, and provided land for her charitable activities. On one occasion, he even requested her help in providing shelter for destitute women in prison. Their mutual respect was evident in their visits and gestures. Mother Teresa would visit Jyoti Basu when he was sick in the hospital. Basu admired Mother Teresa and her work. Once he said, "She makes me a bad Marxist, since she makes me believe in godliness." After Mother Teresa's passing, Basu attended her funeral procession despite staying away from the funeral mass due to his differing religious beliefs. A notable anecdote highlights Basu's pragmatic approach to governance and his respect for Mother Teresa's humanitarian service. When a minister criticized Mother Teresa for picking up the poor and destitute from the streets and claiming it highlighted poverty, Basu responded, "He is doing what we as Marxists and leaders should be doing. If we start doing our job properly, then I will ask Mother Teresa to stop her work." Another instance of their light-hearted relationship was when Mother Teresa approached Basu for a favor, and he responded with a smile, "Mother, you come to me for favors and I grant them. But I know you and your sisters will finally vote for Congress." Let me come to Mother Teresa and Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee shared a very close, respectful relationship with Mother Teresa. She often recalled their interactions, highlighting Mother Teresa's kindness and compassion. One notable instance was when Mother Teresa called up Mamata at midnight, seeking help to protect the missionaries of charity from local troublemakers. Mamata immediately intervened and resolved the issue, demonstrating Mother Teresa's trust in her. Mamata Banerjee's government celebrates Christmas in a very big way in the City of Joy. And she makes it a point to attend this midnight masses, showcasing her respect for Christian traditions and efforts to promote communal harmony. The relationship might also be seen in the context of Mamata Banerjee's efforts to reach out to the minority communities, particularly to Christians, as a part of her strategy. Mother Teresa and Diana. Mother Teresa and Princess Diana shared a very deep commitment to the serving of the poor and the marginalized and promoting peace. Despite their different backgrounds and approaches, Princess Diana learned from and admired Mother Teresa. After visiting Mother Teresa's convent in Kolkata in 1992, Diana described the experience as profound and said it gave her the direction she had been searching for. Diana was deeply moved by the sisters' songs and found solace in their company. This encounter had a lasting impact on her life and charitable works. Diana often spoke highly of Mother Teresa, and her own assistant, Paul Burrell, revealed that praying with Mother Teresa gave Diana the strength to cope with her separation from Prince Charles and the accompanying media scrutiny. Mother is a lasting legacy. Mother Teresa's life was a testament to transformative power of love and compassion. She worked tirelessly to bring peace to individuals, communities, and countries, irrespective of their backgrounds, religions. Her work in the streets, slums, and hospitals is a shining example of her dedication to serving the poorest of the poor. In 1985, when Ronald Reagan presented Mother Teresa with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, he said, "Most of us talk about kindness and compassion, but Mother Teresa, the saint of the gutters, lives it." President Reagan commended Mother Teresa's work, noting that her life had inspired many Americans to become personally involved in helping the poor, and praised her congregation, Missionaries of Charity, for spreading love, peace all over the world. Mother was brave. There was nothing that would stop her from doing good work. Mother Teresa's commitment to peace and service led her to some of the most challenging places on earth, including war-torn regions. While there is not specific information on her visiting Palestine for dialogue between countries, her action in Beirut, Lebanon, during the siege of Beirut in 1982 showcased her bravery and dedication. She brokered a temporary ceasefire between Israel forces and Palestinian guerrillas to rescue 37 children trapped in a frontline hospital. Accompanied by Red Cross, she navigated the war zone to evacuate the young patients, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to saving lives and promoting peace. As we reflect on Mother Teresa's life today, we are reminded of the importance of living a life of purpose and meaning. She once said, "We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do." The statement highlights the impact that small acts of kindness can have on others. By incorporating these acts into our daily lives, we can create a more peaceful and compassionate world. Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint by Jesuit Pope Francis on September the 4th, 2016 in Vatican City. The ceremony was attended by tens of thousands of people, including government delegations and homeless individuals from Italy. She was recognized for her selfless service to the poorest of the poor, particularly through her founding of the Missionaries of Charity. The Vatican acknowledged two miracles attributed to her intercessions: the healing of Monica Besra, an Indian woman with a brain tumor, the donations she used to receive, lack of addressing the root causes of poverty, political stands, and so on. But Mother Teresa's response to criticism has been widely acknowledged. I have often highlighted her remarkable grace and steadfastness in the face of detractors. undeterred by her critics. She likened herself to Jesus having a Judas among his followers, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to her cause. Mother Teresa was sometimes challenged about the long-term effects of her humanitarian service. For example, she was once asked, why give people to fish to eat instead of teaching them how to fish? And she had a very quick response. But my people can't even stand. They are sick. They are crippled. They are demented. And how do you expect me to teach them how to fish? First, let me feed them to stand on their one legs. Then I will teach them how to fish. Or, my mission is to feed them and your mission is to teach them. So you do your mission and I will do my mission. And that was her response. Let me come to Bengal's role on Mother Teresa. In Kolkata, Mother Teresa is often affectionately called Ma Durga, due to the striking similarities between her life's work and the qualities embodied by the goddess Durga, like strength, compassion, maternal care, and dedication to serving the poor. Her Nirmal Hriday home's proximity to the revered Kali Ghat temple dedicated to goddess Kali, a fierce aspect of Ma Durga, further reinforces this cultural comparison, highlighting how her humanitarian efforts were deeply rooted in local religious and cultural values. I want to emphasize here, friends, the close connection between Mother Teresa and the city of joy, Kolkata. The city played a very pivotal role in her journey to selfless service to humanity and finally to sainthood by embracing her compassion and making her a symbol of celebration. She was the joy of Kolkata, and that's why we call Kolkata as the city of joy. I believe, and you would agree with me, Mother Teresa would not have been declared a saint in the same way if she had lived and worked in a different city of our country, whether it be in Chennai, or it be in Mumbai, or it be in Delhi, or anywhere for that matter. Kolkata's character as a city of joy and its inherent pluralism made Mother Teresa a local saint even before Pope Francis canonized her as a saint. Calcutta has a special devotion to female deities, and also particularly Durga and Kali, due to Bengal's strong tradition of Shaktism, which reveres the divine feminine as a powerful, nurturing and protective force. Mother died on September the 5th, 1997, at the age of 87. Her funeral service was a grand affair befitting her stature as a global icon of compassion, love and service. In the Indian government organized a state funeral with full honors on September the 13th, 1997 at the Netaji Indoor Stadium in Kolkata. Dignitaries from all over the world, including Hillary Clinton and Corazon Aquino, attended the ceremony. Cardinal Angelo Sodano, representing Pope John Paul the second, delivered the eulogy, praising Mother Teresa's extraordinary spiritual vision, love and service to humanity. The service included speeches by Indian government officials and traditional Indian music and prayers. After the funeral service, Mother Teresa's body was taken in a procession to Mother House, the headquarters of Missionaries of Charity, where she was buried. The burial site is a simple tomb with a mother house complex marked by a white marble slab bearing the inscription, "Love one another as I have loved you." The tomb has become a place of pilgrimage for people of all faiths seeking inspiration from her life and legacy. As of January 2025, the Missionaries of Charity, the order founded by Mother Teresa, had about 5,750 sisters serving in 760 homes across 139 countries. But when Mother Teresa passed away in 1997, there were 3,914 sisters, say around 4,000 sisters, and 594 homes in 126 countries. The number of houses and sisters as well as their global presence has grown significantly since the order's founding with 12 members in 1950. It's always believed, or people think, that after Mother Teresa passed away, the number has come down. But her life and legacy, even after her death, has drawn people in hundreds. And so within a short period of time, between 97 and 2025, about 28 years, that you have the number which has gone up from 4,000 to 5,750. It's a very positive, encouraging sign that many women are following the footsteps of Mother in the service of the poorest of the poor. In my biography, the author is here, Professor Prabha Tattu. He has dedicated a few pages to Mother Teresa. And if you read that, her life stands as a testament to transformative power of love and compassion. May her legacy inspire us to be beacons of peace, spreading joy and kindness wherever we go. As we reflect on her remarkable life, let us strive to follow her example, embodying the values of love, kindness and compassion that she embodied. In doing so, we can create a more peaceful and harmonious world where everyone can live with dignity and respect. Let Mother's service continue through us to the rest of the world. Thank you and God bless you. Let's have an interactive session. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Feel free. Make it short and sweet. There are cordless mics so that we hear you. another new congregation. So she calls it, I was called to be a Loreto sister. Now the Lord calls me to be not a Loreto sister, but with all the support of the experiences that I had as a Loreto sister, now I am leaving the Loreto congregation, not leaving the spirit, not leaving that Christian life, not leaving the richness with which she grew, not that. I am leaving the Loreto sister from the structural point of view and starting my own, because I was disturbed by the facts of life outside my convent. So I want to respond to that. Now, being a teacher in that school, my life is tied up with classes and rules and regulations. So I give most of my time in the school, not to the poorest of the poor. And so there is a call now within that call to a different way of life, much more simpler life to the poorest of the poor. That's what she calls it, a call within a call. Of course, a call within a call is not the second call goes against the first call. No, not at all. It is a continuous process, growing. And she's not the only one to have that call within a call. Even Ignatius has had a call within a call. Many people have had a call within a call. A different orientation, different, of course, a path that they take. Yes, sir.
Father, I have a very simple
একটু
question.
মাইক ইউজ করবেন, সবাই আপনার কথা শুনতে পারবে।
You have mentioned she believed, and possibly there were reasons of her accepting that if somebody comes to you, you try to make sure that when he would be back home or to other places, he would be happier. How is it possible, Father? I want to seek your personal reactions from your long experience of life. A person who is coming to me or to you with a purpose, with some expectations, and you could not fulfill his or her expectations. Is it possible for her or him to be back to the
Go back
place?
home with the joy?
Yes, Father.
It takes time. We all meet people with expectations. Who is there meeting people without expectations? Very few. We all have our own expectations. So when I meet you with expectations, when you fulfill my expectations, I go back happy.
Exactly.
If you don't fulfill my expectations, I go unhappy. But is it right? Yeah, that's not right. I should go with open heart, whether you fulfill my expectations or not fulfill my, because it depends on you,
Yes, Father.
within your capacity. I cannot expect more than your capacity. This is what basically is. So which means basically, whether I meet you or do anything, that a personal conversion is required. That's what we call discernment of the Spirit. St. Ignatius very beautifully would say that if you, suppose, say for instance, you run for a kilometer and put your palm on your chest, your heart beats are faster. So the same thing happens when you have stolen from somebody something, or when you have said a lie to somebody knowingly, and you put your palm on your chest, your heart beats are faster. Because the heart tells you, you have done something wrong, you have done something wrong. So is it possible for us to listen to that? Then of course we are grown, we are mature, we are spiritual. So this is where the thing is, that I cannot go to you expecting. I have to be open. Whether it's done or not done, I should be. But of course, going to you with certain expectation is nothing wrong. So the personal conversion is the starting point. I must be converted. I must be transformative. I have to transform myself first. Then of course, as Mother Teresa said, you know, the source of transformation, your family. You go back home. If your home is a home of peace, joy, of course that gives you the energy and strength. That's why she often would say, a family that prays together stays together. A family that prays together, coming together and praying and making God as the center of that family life, stays together. There is unity. But a family that doesn't pray is disintegrated. Each member is his or her own way. This is what is the power of family life. That if we believe in God, and if each one is transformative, that our work, that's what it is, Before you transform the world, you better transform yourself and transform your family. Then of course you will become a sacrament of transformation. And your family will become a sacrament of transformation. So we all want to transform the world before you transform yourself. First start with yourself and then go to the rest of the world. That will be more effective than trying to start from the world and ending with you. But start from you and end with the world. That would be. Did I answer you, sir?
Yes, Father. I'm quite happy with your reactions.
Any more? Yes, Father.
Congratulations, Father. And I'm really happy and proud that I am from your next village, from Tamil Nadu. And I have 3 questions. I will go by one.
Okay.
And I take this chance to appreciate you for your hard work. And I see, as you mentioned this booklet, the role of Bengal. In fact, I have great respect for Bengal. I have visited a number of states in India. The religiosity is very much respected, and I experience in Bengal. So therefore, what you mentioned that if Mother Teresa were to have begun her life in some other state or cities, it would not have been what today we are. And now the first point is, you mentioned there in the role of Bengal and previous that, she is called as a Ma Durga. You mentioned this booklet. I do differ. Durga goddess is a goddess. Like God, we said goddess. But Mother Teresa was a human. But we see the work of charity of Mother Teresa is very well seen. And in fact, we have a house also here. And we see number of places. You also mentioned in Santiniketan, Center for the Leprosy, in Burdwan Center for the TB patients. But when it comes to the matter of comparing Goddess Durga and what you mentioned here is the work of charity, compassion, maternal care, serving the poor, the society which honors Goddess Durga, can you show me the work of that charity through different institutions in Bengal? When you refer the work of Mother Teresa, we have institutions to show serving the poor. Whereas in Bengal, where you compare Mother Teresa as a Ma Durga, can you show me the work of that same work which Mother Teresa did it to the society who follow the Goddess Durga's virtues and values and spirituality?
First, of course, I have no intention of comparisons. Okay, that's a starting point for me. They don't compare. They see in Mother Teresa the presence of Durga. They don't compare who is Durga, who is Mother Teresa, and who is better and who is... No. That's not the spirit. That's not godliness. That is not spirituality. So we bring in this too without comparison, number one. So they see Ma Durga, because Ma Durga is known for kindness, for great work and service and protection and all this. They see that in Mother Teresa. And so they believe, because Mother Teresa is a recent phenomenon. Ma Durga is a historical phenomenon. And so they see the history in Mother Teresa. That's why they venerate. And so now, your second aspect of the question is, what are the good works going on in the name of Ma Durga? Plenty. It's for you and for me to discover that. You go to the city of joy. The very joy of the city is the source is Ma Durga. You see the celebrations. You see what is going on. And see, Father, let me tell you this. The very fact part of that prestigious Kali temple was given to Mother Teresa because half of it, almost 50%, 50% of the Kali temple was given for the home for the dying and destitutes. That itself is a great sacrifice of those people. You see, which was fully, of course, it was a Kali temple, and half of the temple has been given to this service. So which means that itself is a great sacrifice. So there's a lot of work which is going on, but you and I do not know. We know very little of it. But of course, definitely, she is as an image, a reflection, the goodness of Ma Durga. Ma Durga is of various types, you know. You can't say Mother Teresa is this type, that type, no. But Ma Durga is of various types. Even Kali is, of course, a representation of Ma Durga. The different aspects of Ma Durga. This is what it is. You have 3 questions.
Others may ask.
You may ask. We'll go ahead. No problem.
We know that this house here, there were children early poor children were kept in Bolpur, where Mother sisters. When government brought a new norm for the adoption, and they were sticking onto the point, there should not be single parent to adopt the children. But government said, no, you follow what we make a rule. So the center which was given for the poor children was closed down for the many years. So now the work of compassion owned the humanity, or the rule of the government owned the humanity.
Yeah.
So why that?
I can answer you well because I'm involved with their homes and the whole process, of course. You see, Father, missionaries of charity are not the only congregation with homes for children. There are hundreds and thousands, including the governments, state governments and central governments. They all have homes for children, destitute children, poor children, sick children, invalid. When there is a lot of corruption going on in the name of these, you'll have to bring in rule. And when you bring in rule, sometimes even the good work has to be sacrificed. In the ocean of destruction, in the ocean of injustice, a drop of goodness had to be sacrificed because of that. And that's what it is. But that doesn't mean that the government rules are so stringent and strict that once the homes are closed, they are closed. No, there are ways. We will have to discover and find ways of how to solve this problem. Individuals have to find ways. Those who have been doing good work should of course negotiate with the government and say, we've been doing good work, we never did any injustice, we did not sell children, we did not make money, that's not our purpose. So if that would be established, definitely the government also will do that. So we don't look at it negatively because Mother Teresa sisters may have, let us say, about 30, 40, 50, 100 homes. But then there are thousands of them in this country. And the racket that goes on in the name of these children, this is where it is. The government discovered the injustice that go on, the corruption that go on, children being sold in the market for various purposes. Leave alone the red light area, wherever it is, but various purposes. To within our country and outside the country. The trafficking that takes place. This is where the point is. So we will have to negotiate with the government and see, and I think sisters are negotiating, at least for some. Okay? Father is reminding me there would be one more last question. If you have your third question, you ask it, and then we will have one more last question.
As you said, before Pope declared you a saint, already Bengal was calling you a saint. That's wonderful of them. His religion is a part of anybody's life to become a saint, or a service made you a saint.
Both.
Then you don't find any other saint.
No, the religion, you and I are saints, Father. Let's be. All of us who are sitting here are saints. Sinners are called to be saints. Saints are not born. Okay? We are all born as human beings and we are sinners. So, Jesus very beautifully said, I came for sinners. So that's my point is, Father, both the religious sainthood by the Pope or by the Church or by any organization is an outward, of course, affirmation. But people always already make you a saint. You are worshipped, you are honored, you are admired for the good work that you do. And that's how you become a saint. And this is very strong in Bengal. That's what I want to say. I don't want to compare, but somehow the Bengal culture, Bengal people, I'll give you a small example. You walk along the street as a stranger to Bengal and Kolkata and ask a Bengali, he will leave everything and come with you and say, I'll show you the house.
You are very right.
You do that in Delhi? Oh, you want? I am very busy. You see, you just ask that shopkeeper there. Please go. This is what it is. You will get 100% personal attention and care. At least 99%, if not all. This is what is the culture. This is like Italians, as they say. Italians will put down everything and say, okay, come, I'll show you that. So this is what it is. So this you don't find everywhere. That's where we are. So Bengal, of course, has canonized, not publicly, but in their hearts, the good work that Mother Teresa did. Last question. Yes, Father.
Yeah, I'd like to know this photo is beautiful smile that you give.
Okay.
But can you please explain the context because it's very personal.
I'll tell you. Let me finish with, since it's the last question, very personal. I went to Mother House for Mass. Okay. In Mother House's chapel, so you have the sisters, the formed sisters, you have the novice sisters, you have the volunteers, so every day practically about 100, 150 people would be there in that chapel. And Mother had a fixed place. As you enter the chapel, on your left, at the door, was Mother's place. She would squat there and sit there throughout the Mass and prayer. So when I vested myself in the sacristy, the priestly vestment, then I entered the chapel. As I entered, I put my foot and the two hands of Mother stretched out to touch my feet. So, who Mother is and who I am. So I withdrew my feet. I didn't allow her to touch. So then I went and said the Mass and finished, and I went back to the sacristy and she was there before me. So she looked at me and said, why did you withdraw your feet? I said, but who expected you like Mother Teresa to touch my feet? You know what? I know you are a new priest. You've just been ordained. And this is your first Mass in my house. And so every priest, whether black or white, short or tall, rich or poor, sinner or a saint, is a representative of Christ for me. And that's why she made it a point that even if she was sitting with the president of a country or a prime minister of a country, the moment she was told that a priest has come into the house to meet her, she would tell them, please wait for a couple of minutes, I have God come to me. So she would go and attend to the priest first and then go back and meet the president or the prime minister. This was her style. A priest is someone who has been, blessed by God as a representative of God, and that's what her faith, that was her belief. So sanctified. So this is where, so I had great admiration, and whenever I went to her and I said, I want you to come for a function, for a prayer meeting, for youth meeting and all that, she would always do that. So in 1994, I'll tell you the history of this picture. In 1994, when I called her, she came. And this picture was taken on the stage of St. Xavier's College auditorium. And the picture was taken by Mr. Pranab Mukherjee. not the president of the country, but that famous photographer who was known all over the world for his pictures. And he took this picture, and after a week he came to me and said, here are 3 copies and the negative, and he gave me a bill for 10,000 rupees. Expecting that I would just fall for it and would say that, oh lovely, come on, give it to me. But I said, you may take it back. I don't want, I have the picture in my heart, and so I cannot give you 10,000 rupees. He took it back. Then after a week he came back again and said, nobody so far has told me like this. Nobody has rejected a Mother Teresa's picture. And you are the first one to reject the Mother Teresa's picture and say, take it back. So I understand, please accept it freely now. So he gave it to me free, and this is the picture. And some people tell me that, of course, people who don't know, they tell me, is she making a confession to you? Sometimes to take pride, I say, yes, yes. So that's
in line with Father Robert. It's a 5 rupees coin. Is it because of that symbolizes the Saturday congregation with the 5 rupees? Is it because of that?
No. The government decides, the Reserve Bank decides, depending on the importance of people, what type of a coin. It is only you have 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Now they have introduced 20 rupees, I think. So these are coins. It's recognizing a person. And it's not easy. They don't recognize everyone like this. No. But a great recognition that India has given, and a very great recognition that Bengal has given, and the City of Joy, Kolkata, has given to Mother Teresa, and also to, of course, definitely to the sisters of Mother Teresa for the great work they do. I think the sisters deserve a big hand for that. Shall we close here? Thank you, ma'am.
May I ask one question?
She wants to ask me a question. Okay, please go ahead.
Father, it is not a question, it is an observation that when we were talking about that we come to a person with expectation and